off the hands of Jimmy Graham and intercepted by Lorenzo Alexander. Now he laterals to Aqib Talib. Aqib Talib inside the 40, the 30. Look at Cousins racing to bat the ball out. But it looks like the AFC has it inside the 10-yard line.
What an effort by Kirk Cousins. Throw potential. Game-tying touchdown. The ball's dropped by Graham. Alexander intercepts it. He laterals it to Aqib Talib. Talib has a nose for the end zone, and off he goes. And watch Kirk Cousins track Talib down and strip the ball. Phenomenal effort.
We talk about the situation too, Coach. Here's a guy who's a free agent. You know, he's talking about a contract worth maybe $25 million.
That's awesome.
You can get hurt on that play.
That's good.
Pay that man his money. Come on, man. We need to pay this man. We could pay Kirk Cousins, and shit, even if he doesn't play quarterback well, we could throw him out there on defense and be an upgrade on our defense. I mean, our team was that bad last year on defense. Kirk Cousins could go out there and play better than some of the guys we had. We got to pay this man. I don't understand how this is still a debate. I don't understand how there's still somewhat counter argument to paying Kirk Cousins his money. I completely understand. Hey, we don't want to, we want to be careful with our money. But this is the man who's made us relevant in the past 2 years. He was 6th overall in total QBR last year. I mean, we got the 6th best quarterback in the league sitting here, and we're sitting here still debating about what we should pay him or whatever. I mean, come on, get the deal done. He bet on himself. He won. Okay, move on. We took a loss that time. Let's pay him his money and move on. What are we gonna do? Make him bet on himself again, and then he's gonna win again? He's gonna have another good year, and then what? Then we're gonna not even be able to afford to pay him. Like, what if we go to the playoffs next year? What if we franchise tag him and we go to the playoffs next year, and then he's gonna want even more money, and then maybe we're not even gonna be able to afford him. Then right now we can afford him. We can pay him his money, and still get other deals done. We can do that now. So we cannot keep joking around. It should not be something that we're sitting here still talking about. But to move forward, guys, I'm B. Militant. I'm your host here on the Redskins Review. I know taking some time off, man. It's been really nice to have a little bit of time off. I have been making other YouTube videos on my other channel where I do video game stuff and other things over there. So if you're willing to go check that out, or I'm going to be making more videos here now. It was nice to have a little bit of a break, and if you guys have been really missing some Redskins content, some good Redskins content, about a week ago I made a video with Louis T and Burgundy Fly Guy. It's over on Louis T's channel. I'll put the link to the video in the description, or maybe somewhere here on the screen or something, just so you guys can click and go right to that. If you've been missing some Redskins content, and you're had a little bit of downtime like me, but if you're missing some Redskins content and you're wondering what me, Burgundy Fly Guy, and Louis T think about a bunch of stuff, the Kirk Cousins ordeal, all the changes we made, the new offensive and defensive coordinators, things like that. If you're wondering about that and you want an in-depth video, I'm going to go over it a little bit in this video, but I'm going to keep this one short. If you want to see all of our insight, you can go over to that video where Louis T had us on Google Hangout, and he named the video, Redskins Roundtable, Redskins, or something like that. And basically just has a couple of other Redskins YouTubers, Louis T and Burgundy Fly Guy, and you get more than just my opinion on it. It's both of them, they're there, and the video's like almost 3 hours long. So hey, if you've been missing some content and you want some more Redskins talk or whatnot, go over and check that video out. You got almost 3 hours of really good Redskins content. And some different takes on it. You're not going to just hear me and whatever you think I would say. You're going to hear some other Redskins YouTubers, and they're going to put a little bit of a spin on everything. So moving forward, man, I'll talk little bit briefly about some changes we made. Today it just came out that we made defensive backs. We hired a defensive backs coach from Florida Gators. So there's a lot of people excited about that. I don't really know too much about the guy. I don't really follow college football that much, but there's been a lot of people online saying it's a good move, so that's good. But to make this video short, for our offensive coordinator, we switched to Matt Cavanaugh, which we promoted from within, someone who knows our quarterback, someone who knows our team. We all know Jay Gruden's going to be calling the plays, so it's not really that big of a deal on the offensive side of the ball. It sucks that we lost Sean McVay, but I don't. It's going to be. We're not going to take too much of a hit as long as Jay Gruden is the one calling the plays and making the game plan and stuff like that. Matt Cavanaugh, it's a pretty good hire to just promote from within. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But on the defensive side of the ball, we fired Joe Barry. We're bringing in Greg Minuski, and this one is the one that we all had, question marks around. We don't know what this guy's going to do. We don't know how good or bad he's going to be, so we can't judge the guy right now. But what we did talk about a lot was the whole process of, we had all these guys, these big names come into Redskins Park, and we didn't hire any of them, the Gus Bradley, the Mike Pettins of the world. We had all these guys come in, and they were guys who were head coaches and were willing to take a step down and go back to defensive coordinator. And we let those guys walk, and we kind of got stuck with Greg Minuski, which, yet again, it's good that Greg Minuski we hired from within, and Minuski used to be a Redskin. He used to play for us. Those are things we like, but we kind of feel as if we got stuck with him and we didn't get who we wanted. We didn't find a good fit, which, it's kind of frustrating as a Redskins fan because we had some of these bigger names come in, and even though if they might have wanted to even change some of the scheme or something like that, I mean, you have to think about it. The way that I'm thinking about it is our general manager, he says all the time he wants to take the best player in a draft, right? Because if you take the best player in a draft every single time, you're going to build a better team faster and a more dominant team. I see us either getting Greg or getting Gus Bradley, or just stealing Gus Bradley off the market or whatever. We're making a huge upgrade. I feel as if that's kind of the same mentality. Like, even if there's going to be some growing pains right away because maybe he wants to change our scheme or something like that, we're getting a guy who we know is he has a good track record. We know we have a guy who we can count on, you know what I mean? Like, we can gamble on this guy. If we're going to gamble, we can trust this guy more than others. And I feel like we didn't really do that. We didn't just grab, a really good guy, and we just kind of got stuck with Greg Minuski. But we'll see. Who knows? Things could change. He could be a really good defensive coordinator. He doesn't have the best track record, but at least we're not getting a guy who was never a defensive coordinator. At least this guy knows something about our team. So it's not all end of the world there. And also, to go back to the whole Kirk Cousins thing, man, I look at it like this. In 2012, when we drafted RG3, we gave up those multiple first-round picks and all those other picks to the Rams, right? And the Rams, what did they do with all those picks? They went out and they got all these badass defensive players, right? And they built this really good defense, right? What did that defense do for them? Where are the Rams right now? The Rams are still looking for a quarterback, aren't they? What do they got? They got Jared Goff now, but what has Jared Goff done? Nothing. The jury's still out on him. He's still a young player. Who knows? He might be good one day, but what I've seen from Jared Goff, I'm not impressed with, and I think the Rams are still looking for a quarterback, and their defense has gotten them nowhere. This is not the defensive-driven league like it used to be. like our general manager said multiple times, that this league has changed all the rules to be against the defense and to have offenses score more points and to get better ratings and things like that on television. They want to score more points and have a more exciting game, and that's why there's more penalties on the defense. That's why you can't hit anybody anymore. That's why when you get a touchback on the kickoff, it comes out to the 25, not the 20, because it gives the offense a better chance to go score more points and make it a more exciting, high-scoring game. We need to pay Kirk Cousins, man. We need a quarterback, and we need to tweak this defense. If we get this defense, if we don't even have a great or good defense, if we just have a mediocre, middle of the pack, 15, 16 ranked defense, man, we're going places, dude. Our offense is too lethal. We're scoring too many points. 2 times last year, 2 times did we score less than 20 points in a game. And 1 time we scored 19. I mean, come on. We're putting up the points. If we had a defense that could do something, we'd be going places. So we can't sit here and bet on Kirk Cousins again, we'll bet against him, and have him prove us wrong, and then us really honestly not be able to afford him because he keeps building his resume. And also, I just feel like even Kirk, he's, I go on the Redskins Facebook page all the time, and like there'll be a post about Kirk Cousins, and there'll be like at least a couple comments that have like 50 thumbs ups that it's like, oh, Kirk's not good enough to win the big game, and he's never going to take us to a Super Bowl, and he hasn't won any big games or this or that. Like people just talking trash about him, and it's got like so many thumbs up or whatever, and it's just like the same amount of people that talk shit about RG3 after 2012 when he started playing really bad. It's the same amount of people that are hating on Kirk Cousins right now. And it's just crazy. I don't understand it. We finally have a guy who's a respectable guy, who's a team player, a guy who has been playing his position a lot better than most of the other people. Like I said, he was 6th in total QBR. He started 2 years in the league, and both times he's top 10 quarterback in the NFL. And how many other starters have there been in the NFL? Each year, there's probably at least 40 to 50 quarterbacks start in the NFL each year, and he's top 10 both times. And we're still sitting here, and we have fans that are talking shit about him. Like, I don't understand it, dude. I honestly feel like if Kirk Cousins left or whatever, like we don't deserve Kirk Cousins here. We don't deserve the services of Kirk Cousins. We don't deserve the player who is leading by example. And you'll never hear Kirk Cousins say he's the best quarterback. You'll never hear him say he's reached his best. He'll always say, hey, I need to improve on this. And I'm watching Aaron Rodgers, and I want to get better on this part of my game, which he's good at, and things like that. He will never say he's the best. He will never, even if he is the best in the NFL, he would never say it. He's that type of guy, and we're sitting here trying to just run this guy out of town, dude. I honestly do not understand what's going through people's heads, man. So I'm gonna keep this video short. We've made some changes. They're not mind-blowing changes. Still worried about the defense. A lot of us really wanted Joe Barry gone, but something that we didn't really foresee is I don't think a lot of us took seriously that Sean McVay was going to leave. That really does change things, because we all wanted Joe Barry gone, and he got fired. But then now also we have another turnaround with Sean McVay leaving, so that changes a lot. So that's not something we wanted, and that's not something in a perfect world would have happened. But kudos to him, and Jay Gruden's going to have to step up now. I think Jay Gruden can call plays, but I'm still worried about his time management and his, we all know he's had some bad timeout issues in the past. It's not every game, but there's some times where you're just like, come on, dude, really? So him calling plays and still doing that now, he's going to be better than when he first got here, his first year where he did that. but still worried about that a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be making more videos, guys. Don't worry. I've just been, having fun making some other videos on my other channel. I have a bunch of other videos planned. There's going to be some more collaborations with other Redskins YouTubers. But like I said, if you guys are looking for a video of more in-depth, really awesome video with me and Louis T, who is, if you don't know who Louis T is, he doesn't cover just the Redskins. He's a huge Redskins fan, but he covers every single NFL game. He makes videos on every single game. He's a really good analyst. So he had us on his channel. Check it out. I'm sure most of you guys here do know of Louis T. And also Burgundy Fly Guy, another Redskins YouTuber. Go check that video out. I'll put the link in the description. We're up on the screen so you guys can find it easily. Almost 3 hours we sat around. We just sat there and talked. It went really well. Hopefully we do that again. So hail to the Redskins, guys.